Hello everyone, I'm Jay from TechForce and let me tell you a small story, right? So here you have a hacker, right? And he or she, the person got their hands on a virus. It's called Citadel in this case, but let's just call it a virus, right? So what they have done is they went on to a website in America, let's say nbc.com, and that website, what they had at the time was you could, some of these websites you have, you can leave a comment in there, reply to other comments and all that. So this website had one of those features, but in those comments box you could actually leave a script to run, right? So these hackers went on to leave a script on their website, right? So they got this and they got here, and what that script does is every time somebody visits the website, it executes the script on their browser and it calls this virus here. They go on here, executes it, calls this virus here, and then what that virus does is they specifically look for bank accounts that are only company bank accounts and that have more than $100,000. So company bank accounts that are $100,000 or more. So very specific attack, right? So in this time period, when this happened, probably about a couple of hours on a day, and 40,000 computers were infected. 40,000 during that time. So people visited the website, infected. Out of 40,000, a good percentage of those PCs were out of date. So they haven't updated their programs like Java and Adobe, right? So this virus here exploited the vulnerability in Java and Adobe and looked for the information, as I said earlier, company accounts and 100,000, and stole the money from these companies, right? So these hackers got money from these companies. So it's quite a substantial amount of money they stole from these companies. You're talking about tens of millions of dollars, right? So what would you do here? So what would companies do? Right, they tried to go back and say, NBC.com in this case, sue them. Oh, right, we got infection because of you. And NBC.com, they turn around and say, no. You got infected, you got affected because you haven't updated your software, your systems, right? Okay. And then they go to insurance company and they do the same, right? We need insurance, we need to claim our insurance because our money is stolen. And what does insurance company say? Right, you haven't updated your systems, you haven't patched your systems, you haven't patched your software, right? So I guess you got the gist. You know where I'm coming from now, right? Patching your software, patching your systems is so important. Most of these attacks are not targeted specifically towards your company. You can be victim just because you're browsing the internet or you landed on a website that is affected, wrong time or at the wrong place at the wrong time. But what you could do, make yourself protected, update your systems. There are no silver bullets in cybersecurity, but patching your systems works amazingly well. That is the closest you can get to a silver bullet in cybersecurity. I hope you got the message. This is a real story. I haven't made it up to get my point across. This is a real story, and I read somewhere these guys, actually the guys who wrote the software, who wrote the the malware kit here, they stole almost about $500 million. And I heard 2 years ago they pled guilty for this. But anyway, you got the gist. Update your systems. Thank you.